Howdy y'all, Fast Forwards 289, welcome back. In this video, we're working on my 1977 Ford truck, and we're going to be adjusting the steering gearbox because I got some play in it. I've already changed a lot of the other steering components, it's still got some slack in it, so we're going to adjust that, tighten it up a little bit, and hopefully make it better. So let's jump into it and take a look at it. Alright, so if you look right down here on the gearbox, this is the same for four-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, car, truck, whatever, any Ford from the 60s and 70s. I believe it's even the same in the 80s and maybe even the 50s, but don't quote me on that. But I know 60s and 70s Fords, it's all set up like this. You have a 5/8 lock nut, which is also a seal nut. You can see it's like a nylon lock nut right there to keep it from leaking. And then you have a flat blade screwdriver set screw. What you have to do is you're going to put your wrench on here, put the screwdriver in here, and break the nut loose. And you're going to turn the screw clockwise to tighten it, and that'll tighten up the gearbox. Also, make sure that your wheels are dead straight whenever you do this. Don't have them turn one way or the other. Make sure they're straight. And also, you want to only turn this a quarter of a turn at a time. You want no more than one full turn. If you have to turn it more than one full turn, your gearbox is too worn out. Replace it, because if you adjust it too much, it could potentially cause more problems in the future. So it's not worth it. So only a quarter turn at a time and only one full turn at the max. So for the total amount of turns you can have. So we're going to break this nut loose. It's probably going to be pretty tight because it's never been loose before on this one, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yep, it was tight. All right. So we're going to hold this screw and break that nut loose. And we're going to turn it a quarter of a turn in, should be right about there, and tighten it back down. Just like that. You want to make sure it's good and tight, because if it's not tight, it will leak power steering fluid. And if you have a manual gearbox, gear oil is thicker, but it could leak gear oil as it heats up. All right, so I went ahead and did that. I adjusted a quarter of a turn. I'm gonna go drive it. Every time you adjust it a quarter of a turn, go drive it first. Don't just get in the truck and try to feel it without driving it. Drive it, see how it feels. As loose as this one is, my guess is I'm probably gonna have to give it at least another quarter turn. But give it a quarter turn, drive it, see if it needs more, if it needs a little bit more. Do it again, repeat the same steps over again until you achieve your overall preferred feel. Like I said, up to a one full turn. If you do a one full turn in quarter turn increments, which would be 4 quarter turns, and it does not feel any, if it's not getting any tighter, don't keep tightening it, because you got gears in there. Is all it is. Gearbox, it's gears in there that mesh like this, and as they wear, they just wear and they get loose. When you tighten that screw, it just brings it in closer, but you can't bring it in but so close before you're gonna start jamming your steering gears together, and it's just not going to be right. So no more than of one full turn, quarter of a turn at a time. Remember that. So I'm gonna go drive it and see how it feels now. Alrighty, so one more thing I forgot to mention that you also want to check for when you're adjusting these gearboxes. You want to grab your rag joint, or in this case, the steering coupler. I'm gonna grab mine up here because it's easier to get to than that one. But you want to turn the shaft back and forth like that. When you do this, every little bit of movement that you have here, if you follow it down and watch the pitman arm down there, every little bit of movement that you give that rod, that pitman arm should move also. So if the pitman arm is not moving whenever you turn the shaft, then you know that there's looseness. But there should be, anytime, like I say, any little movement that you turn that shaft, that pitman arm should move. So in other words, if you turn that and you see that shaft is not moving, you can adjust this screw also. That's a good way to tell you that your gearbox is worn out. Now again, make sure, do not turn this no more than one full turn from the factory setting. So that's another way to check that, and also as well as driving it. And also before you adjust it, I would check that also to see how much play you have to start with. Because if you have an excessive play, you could just go ahead and give it a 1/2 turn to start with and go from there. But I still recommend going in quarter increments, quarter turn increments at a time. So anyway, so there's that. Alrighty guys, well that's it. We adjusted the gearbox in this 77 Ford truck, and it's better. It's not 100% all gone, but it's a lot tighter than it was when you're steering now. So it does respond a lot better. I ended up going in one full turn, so that's it. Really, the variations, you might could get a turn and a quarter or turn and a half out of it. You just don't want to tighten it too much because you're meshing those gears together. And if you go too far, you could potentially break teeth, have it jam up on you in the middle of a turn. You don't want that. You don't want to do anything to compromise your steering at all. So I've always said just no more than one full turn, and that's a lot, really. When you're talking about adjusting these, that's a lot. So that was just worn out. This truck has God knows how many miles on it. You know, it was a farm truck. It was a work truck. This truck was drove. I have receipts from the previous owners of where it was in the, not constantly, but it was in the shop for regular maintenance and, you know, little things over the years, you know. And it was well maintained and taken care of throughout the years, but it was a work truck. It was ran and drove. So there's no telling how many miles are on it, and it's just wore out. I really need to get a new gearbox, and that will probably be something in the future, but they are just crazy expensive right now for a 4x4 power steering gearbox. But anyway, and if you may ask the question, how do you know if yours has already been messed with, right? These trucks are old. How do you know somebody else ain't already messed with it? You don't really. The best way you can do is look at the screw and the nut. You can look to see if there's like screwdriver marks of somebody turning or breaking loose that screw. You can look at the nut and see if there's any marks of a wrench being on there to where it's been broke loose, or look at the nylon around the nut to see if it looks like it may be a little wrinkled or something where it's been loosened, you know, or whatever. That's really about the only way to tell. Kind of like this here, you can see now where it has a screwdriver been in here. If you look really close, this one had never been touched, so it's hard to see. But if you look at the corners, you can see where a screwdriver's been in here now. So it's obvious that it has been adjusted before. Also, you can look at this nylon bushing to see if it's got any wear of where it may have been moved. And that's really about the only way you can tell. Whereas, like, if you look at this one, you can see how this one's never been touched. This one, how the corners are perfectly square and straight and even. There's one little bump in the middle of this side here. That's just paint where I painted this gearbox before, but because I re-sealed it and repainted it, but it's never been adjusted. So anyway, that's about the only best way that you can actually tell how you want, if it's ever been messed with or not before. That's really the only way to know. Other than that, you're gonna just kind of play with it. I would recommend no more than one full turn. If you're going to adjust it, no more than one full turn. So yeah. Anyways, guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I would appreciate that as well. Help my channel out. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all for watching each and every day. It means a lot to me, and I thank y'all. And also, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the drop box down below. I love seeing the comments. I love being able to respond to people. I don't have all the answers, you know, but if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, or I'm not sure. I'll at least try to give you an idea of what I think. And that's all anybody can do, right? So, but anyway, again, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see y'all on the next one. Take care.